Like when you came to the Mets, it really changed the perception of the organization. Same thing when Francisco Lindor came here, and now Juan Soto is about to embark on his Mets career. What sort of an impact do you think he is going to have here, and how does it change the perception of the organization?
Well, I mean, the perception of the organization is obviously that Steve and Alex will do anything to try to put a World Series ring on these guys' fingers, and I think that's important. For a guy like Soto, I mean, seems to me like he's always looking for a new challenge. I think it's unique. You don't see a lot of guys come from the Yankees to sign with the Mets. Granted, it's a lot of money. I'm not going to say that, but I will say that it's a unique challenge, and I think if he is going to do that, he's got to know he's got to come here to be around a pretty good team, because I don't think he's going to want to come to a team that he's going to be a little bit of a feudal thing where he doesn't have protection in the lineup and he doesn't have guys around him and a good pitching staff, because ultimately, it doesn't matter how much money you make, your legacy as a player will be, do you have a ring? I mean, do you win a World Series? So I think he feels he's got a better than average chance of doing that here, and I support him.
Yeah. As you look at this team as they get ready for spring training next month, what's your overall assessment?
Well, I think baseball's unique. You need the big guys, obviously, to drive in the big runs and pitch the big games, but you also need a lot of role players, a good bullpen, good coaching staff, put the guys in a position for success, putting them in a position to succeed, and their strengths. It's difficult. I tell people it's tough to win. I don't care how much money you spend. Money's important, no question about it, but you do have to put a team that does have one heartbeat. Guys that want to help each other and pull for each other. So, I mean, number one is injury-free. Injuries can cripple a team, and if everyone stays healthy and knows their roles, and as I said, good communication with the coaching staff and the bullpen, we catch the ball, do the little things well. I always believe in the little things. I mean, my little managerial experience, I just say, guys, you know what? Let's throw strikes and let's catch the baseball. Try to get the hits when we can, but let's not beat ourselves.
What about what the Dodgers have done and the way that changes the game? Is it good for the game, in your opinion?
Well, you're talking about someone who came up with the Dodgers, and then, if you don't recall, when I got traded from the Dodgers, they went out the few years after me, and they really tried to spend to a championship, and they were unsuccessful. I think they made the playoffs 2006 or 7, if I'm not mistaken. But they had learned their lessons. I mean, I think experience in this game could be cruel when you do go out and you try to spend money and you put guys together and it doesn't work out. And now they seem to have a good idea of what they want to do. Obviously, they have deep pockets. I mean, that is important. However, as I've said, you can sign Ohtani, you can sign big guys, but someone's still got to pitch. Someone's still got to catch the ball. Someone's got to block the ball. Someone's got to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs. And they were able to put together those role players that were able to do that job as well.
Your number hangs above the left field facade here at Citi Field, and one of your former teammates, David Wright, is going to have his number retired this summer. Some thoughts on the honor for David and what he's meant to this organization?
Yeah, I mean, not just from being a captain, but being on a memorable ball club. I mean, 15. Unfortunately, we have the one thing in common of getting to the World Series and not winning a World Series. Saw Matt Harvey downstairs recently, today as well. I think this organization, as much as we celebrate the championships, the ones that we have, there's also some great clubs that didn't win a championship and that the fans really connect with. And he was one of those guys. He's a homegrown Met, came up through the organization, worked his ass off, became the captain, was reliable. Unfortunately, he got hurt at the end. It could have been a little bit of what could have been, at the end for him. But nonetheless, the sign of a player that is the way the fans embrace him. And I think he had that leadership, but stability, but also was very likable. He's a great guy, so I'm very, very happy for him.
All right, Mike. Thanks, man.
My pleasure.
Yep, good to see you.
You too, man.